Shalom, this is Rabbi Isaac Levy unveiling biblical truth regarding Shabbat, the Sabbath. We've already covered in our segments about the importance and the origin of Shabbat. I want to also use some new words for you in the Hebrew language and how important they are to understand how they connect to the Sabbath. Again, we already said that the Sabbath is Anglicized derivative from Shabbat. Shabbat, Sabbath. We know a lot of people, working people, especially like school teachers, you'll hear them say, I'm taking a sabbatical. What they're saying is they need rest. Very important. But the origin of the rest began with the end of God's work. So let us learn a new Hebrew word that pertains to the Shabbat as well. Work in Hebrew is avodah. Avodah. And avodah not only represents work, but the very word means slavery. Yes, slavery. So when you say to someone in Hebrew, I work for such and so, you're saying I'm his slave. And so God has given us two options here. One of 6 working days or 6 days of being slave. And how wonderful it is to be released from this slavehood on the 7th day. What is the Hebrew word for a week? Is Shavua. So Shavua is a full cycle of 6 working days and a day of rest. That's one cycle. We learn about Jubilee, and the Bible tells us to count total of 49 days, 7 times 7, and then comes the time of release, Jubilee, Yovel in Hebrew. Going back to the Hebrew word for the week, Shavua, is important to understand how it breaks down. Shavu is return. Return. The last letter is A, and its numeric value is 70. Good, huh? In other words, return of the 70, or return of the total cycle of 70. 70 is a number of completion. So how long will work last? At the fulfillment of the 7,000-year cycle. So Shabbat is not only a name, not only a word. Shabbat is a person. Shabbat is eternity. So when I'm asked, and I'm asked often, what's wrong with resting on the Sunday, the first day of the week? Well, what are you resting from? God did not rest from his rest. Consider that. He had to work in order to rest. When you celebrate the first day of the week called Sunday, which now does not even represent eternity, does not represent a person, what does it represent? It represents Sunday. All of a sudden, we are resting on a Sunday, a created sun, a created star. Why isn't it better to celebrate the person who created the sun? Then you have other people who are celebrating their time of rest on Monday. What is Monday? Just like Sunday, Monday is a time of the moon, another created planet. So once we have learned the importance of God's resting day, then we can rest in it with him.